Hello and welcome to the Mr. Allen YouTube channel. We are going to be predicting all of these playoff games. So let us start with AS Monaco against Benfica. Both quality teams. Let's have a look at where they finished. Here we go. 16th and 17th, both finishing on 13 points. So a pretty even match. Obviously, but we know Benfica were involved in that thriller with Barcelona. If you haven't watched the highlights for that, I got tried to record a video yesterday. It got taken down in 2 minutes for copyright, so I can't watch any of the videos. But here we go. There's some of the stats we want to see. But let's have a look at the lineup. Also, we're focusing on Benfica. Pavlidis, sorry, butchered that name. Scored a hat trick there. Arkutoglu, also a really good player. Araujo, Otamendi, solid centre backs. I would say that Benfica have it. I think surely because their team is more attacking. Don't get me wrong, Monaco are a good team, but they're very defensive. That's what they did against us. So I'm going to go with for the first leg. But it is at Monaco, and Monaco do have a good atmosphere. I'll give them that. So I'm going to go 2-1. Yeah. 2-1 to Benfica. Next game, Brest against PSG. Now, obviously PSG heavily favourites in this game. But, don't underestimate Brest. They're a good team. Here we go. PSG in 15th. Brest just finishing behind them on 18. Both on 13 points. There's a group of them on 13 points. PSG obviously have that game against City. 4-2. They were a brilliant comeback against City there. And they are a good team. But, underestimate Brest. They did lose against Real Madrid in their last game. But they've had some good results in the Champions League. But I think it is at Brest and they can do a good atmosphere, but Real Madrid seem to breezed past that. So I'm going to go a 2-0 win. I think PSG will have enough to win that game 2-0. Next game, Celtic against Bayern Munich. Now, two teams very different on the quality gap. It was a big shock. Celtic obviously just about qualifying in 21st, just in front of Manchester City. Obviously Bayern Munich in 12th. Bayern Munich played their last game against. No, they haven't. They haven't played it. They've already played their last Champions League game, but they obviously their last Champions League game was against Feyenoord, which they lost 3-0. Brilliant result for Feyenoord. But that lineup from Bayern Munich is a great lineup. Kane, Musiala, Kimmich, Coman, Davies, Upamecano, Neuer, Elise. It's a great team. But Celtic, they did obviously their last game was probably the game of those lots of games for the Champions League. This one was probably the best. With Villa here, which was a cracking game. Should go watch the highlights for that. Celtic did really well to come back, and they are a good team. So it won't be. I genuinely think gonna go. It's a difficult one. I'm gonna go. Oh, before I do though, I think I've just read that wrong. So I can let me just find Bayern Munich because they did play, didn't they? If we look at their form, here we go. See, yeah, I was wrong. There we go. So Slovan Bratislava was Bayern Munich's last Champions League game. I'm going to go Levershock 1-1. I think Celtic will, considering the atmosphere there at home first, they will get one more draw. I think that'll be the result. Club Brugge against Atalanta. So let's quickly have a look at where they finished. Club Brugge just scraping in. Obviously, you had that game with City. And Atalanta up the field, just in 9th place, missing out by 1 point in the playoffs. Obviously, Club Brugge's last game lost to Manchester City, but their counter-attacking goal was a good goal, I think, and they should bring a lot of confidence going into the game. But if we have a look again, Atalanta have really. Can I look at their results in the Champions League? Is that a thing? No. Okay. Let's have a look at their last game, which was 2-2 draw with Barcelona, which was a great result at Nou Camp. They are a great team. They have a lot of good players. Let's have a look. De Ketelaere, one of the ones, Zabacosta, but yeah, I think they'll have enough. It is away. I think they'll have enough. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win. I don't think there'll be many goals in that one. Next, Feyenoord against AC Milan. Well, obviously, Feyenoord's last game was a 6-1 defeat to Lille, who, by the way, Lille played really well. They can make a shock, I think. Are they at home? They are at home, so they have good atmosphere, very good atmosphere. But they did get that 3-0 win against Bayern Munich. Like I said, they're capable of a shock. But that was, 2 of those were penalties. So, they defended well. I mean, Bayern Munich should have got at least 1 goal in that game. On the other hand, AC Milan really having a disappointing 13th place. And their last game was against Dinamo Zagreb. What an upset that was. 2-1. Down to 10 men as well. But I'd look at that team, Leao, Tomori, Pulisic, Morata, Magnan. I can never pronounce his name. Their team is strong. I think they'll have enough to beat them. I think it'll be a 3-1 win. 3-1. Next game, Juventus against PSV. Now, this is quite a difficult one to call, actually, because Juventus finished in 20th, or very low down, and PSV just above them in 14th. So PSV, their last game was against Liverpool, which they won 3-2. And by the way, that goal, if you want to go watch it, I can't. Oh, where's my face gone? Go away. If you want to go watch that highlights, because that equaliser. Oh my god! Because that equaliser was superb. Sorry, the goal to make it 2-1. Oh, I can't remember, but it was a great goal. He skinned Robertson and Kwanzaa. Bakayoko was the one who scored that goal. Really great player. Pepe as well. They have until a lot of good players. They have, and I think they will beat. But at Juventus, I think it will be a 2-2 draw. 2 good teams. Juventus slightly the weaker out of the 2. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. Man City against Real Madrid. Wow. This is the 4th time these 2 have played each other, I think. So we have a look now. I can go here to knockout. And here we go. Man City against Real Madrid. Head to head. Here we go. So here we go. So 18th of February. So 17th of April 2024. It was 1-1 and Man City won. Real Madrid won on penalties. Then it was 9th of April 2024. 3-3. That was the one leg before that. Great game that was. Then it was the year Man City won the Champions League 4-0. Then the first leg was 1-1. So they played each. And then the last one as well. Real Madrid 3-1 against City. And then that crazy 4-3 was the first leg. I remember that game with Benzema. So 1, 2, 3. 3 years in a row. They won. Yeah, 3 years. So crazy. crazy. What are you supposed to predict for this? Because obviously you think Real Madrid are the favourites for that. But it is at the Etihad, which, Etihad. I'm going to go... I think City will have it. I think they'll win. I'm going to go 2-1 City. I think they'll put it out of the bag. I don't want them to win, but I think that's what happened. Sporting, and the final game is Sporting against Borussia Dortmund. Now, this is tough one to predict because both really quality teams. Let's have a look at the table. So, Borussia Dortmund finishing 10th, respectable. And Sporting in 23rd. So, Sporting, we beat them 5-1. They're a good team, though, really well. Good team. Their last game against Bologna, 1-1. Sporting have some, obviously, Gyökeres didn't play that game. And then we have Borussia Dortmund, who obviously Champions League finalists last year, beat Shakhtar 3-1 on their last game. And they have some quality players, Sabitzer, but yeah. Guirassy, 2 goals, Adeyemi, Sabitzer, Schlotterbeck, Chan, Brandt. They have really good players, and I think they'll win this. I'm confident. Sporting are too weak at the back. I'm going to say 4-1. I'm going to say to Dortmund because I think they'll have much enough to win. So there you go. That's my results there. Monaco 1, Benfica 2, Brest 0, PSG 2, Celtic 1, Bayern 1, Club Brugge 0, Atalanta 1, Feyenoord 1, AC Milan 3, Juventus 2, PSG 2, Man City 2, Real Madrid 1, Sporting 1, Borussia Dortmund 4. So there you go. That is the first legs. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give us a like. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.